You are Robert Eaglin, and give me just a second. Mr. Eaglin is charged with aggravated assault on a family member with a deadly weapon, and Mr. Lewis has filed a motion asking that his bond be reduced. The bond is currently. What does it set at now? Do y'all know?
I think 150.
150. And it looks like we were set for trial,
Wow.
and the state requested a continuance. So Mr. Lewis has filed this motion to reduce bond. Ms. Malfino, what is the state's position?
Yes, Judge, the state would file a formal written motion, bring it before the court. We understand that Mr. Beadle, via Mr. Wolf, certainly entitled to ask the bond reduction based on that announcement, where I am to explain it in the case of what we call. It was originally handled at CDC. She was unable to be located. So although the officer stated the indictment was still, he has not been crime. So I take that into consideration. She has recently had a stroke. She's still in recovery for that medical condition. Spoken to her on the phone. She's also been very considered reaching out to us. Difficult. Her mobility is and speech and children is based on that. For that reason, I would consider allowing for hearings also that December 8th docket so that we can know in advance if she doesn't have to leave her rehab facility. And I can get with during 2003 so now that I understand the ask for.
Sure. Mr. Lewis.
And just partially cut. And involves, of course, the length of time that he did sit in custody while he was in the case of pending over in CDC. I think he was at years length of time, almost 3 years, is what he was in custody for before that case was dismissed. Because they could not locate her. Shortly after that, of course, he was refiled. He's been in custody all this time. We were ready to go to trial when the stroke happened right before the last trial. And I think, we discussed it at that point, which I was going to, this first update we've gotten is still dealing with the rehab and everything.
Okay. So,
Now, simply, Judge, they're not scared of once. She's a very severe medical condition.
sure. Yeah. No, I'm going to grant the motion for continuance, but in turn, I think I'm required under 17151 to do something with regard to the bond. So I want to get some specific information from you, Mr. Eaglin, so that I know conditions to place on that bond. Where will you live if you make bond? What is her name? Marva Eaglin. Okay, and what is that address? That's here in Beaumont. Okay. As far as you know, Ms. Monfino, obviously there will be some restrictions and no contacts. Was there any issue that you know of when Mr. Eaglin was out from the time that case was dismissed until the case was refiled with any type of contact or threats or communication with the complainant?
I'm personally aware of the judge, and I certainly would be happy to talk to Mr. Laird about it. I know that the complainant that the president time is very concerned for her safety just based upon the aggravating nature of the offense, and I don't feel like it's necessary to show the court the pictures of that, but I think you would probably.
I'm looking at the probable cause. So it's an allegation of being stabbed multiple times.
Yeah, I certainly understand the non-requirements and what in the event he does post like that, he has to wear GPS at all times so that we can monitor his whereabouts. I know the complainant's whereabouts, and not to know that, and also make sure that the adult.
I'm sorry.
TLC and prior felony.
Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to do, based on the my granting that motion for continuance. I am going to grant the motion under 17.151 to reduce the bond as well in Mr. Eagle's case. I'm going to reduce your bond to $25,000 in your case. There are going to be several conditions that are extremely important. The first is that you will be required to wear a GPS monitoring device at all times. You will be on house arrest except for employment with my permission. So if you have opportunities to get employment, you need to get with Mr. Lewis. He'll let me know. All it takes is an email, and I can approve or not, things like that. Also, obviously, you can come to court and you can visit with your attorney, medical doctors, things like that. But other than that, you are to be on house arrest at 3705 East Lucas here in Beaumont. You're not to leave Beaumont. You are going to be restricted to live and work in Beaumont, Texas. Do you understand those restrictions? Okay, so here's the thing. You got a lawyer. Motion to change. All right. You're not getting. Your motion to change. All right, listen. Your motion. Listen, don't talk over me, okay? Because I can change my mind real quick on what I just did. That's denied. Your case is going to be here in this court with me, okay? So.
Robert Eagland, 3 years in custody. Now facing a courtroom filled with tension. The complainant, recovering from a stroke. Motions filed, arguments made, every word here. Could change the course of justice, bond, originally high. Now under review, GPS monitoring. House arrest, freedom restrained. The court balances law and safety. Every decision has weight. Every pause tells a story. Can justice be served? Even under such complex circumstances? Bond reduced to $25,000. But under strict conditions, house arrest, GPS, remain in Beaumont, the invisible leash is set, defense motions denied, the stakes, human, legal, and emotional, collide in this courtroom, every fact, every decision, amplified by the reality of the law. This is courtroom drama at its most intense.